Okay, Wenatchee Wilderness fans, I have been working at trying to get a live stream running and have not been very successful as far as I can tell. Had it on a wide angle as I tried a couple different feeds. It looks like I'm just pushing barely enough information through their data through my feeds to be able to get a choppy live stream for you. What I'll do, if you are still watching and you can let everyone know, is as soon as I can get back to somewhere with a good Wi-Fi, I will upload what I've got on my card, and you can have a tape delayed actual vision of the game as Wenatchee puts one in from the point and tries to dig another goal in. And the whistle is blown. Scores 1-0 in favor of the Wilderness as they score an early goal by Cade Littler, I believe. My head was down, so I didn't get a good look at it, but I believe Cade Littler got the first goal. And so they're maintaining a 1-0 lead with 20:10 left to play in the first half. Game today is against the New Hampshire Avalanche, as New Hampshire takes a shot from the top of the circle, deflected off to the left. I will see if I can get the names of the goalies going. As Flynn takes it into the corner and has a battle. Little bit of a trip as he comes out. New Hampshire gets the puck, sends it across the front, can't find anyone. Yates pushes it up towards Flynn, and Flynn goes down as he crosses the blue line. No penalty on the play, and the puck comes up off to the right. I will continue to run this video. Even though I know it's choppy, there's a little information coming through. Hopefully the audio will go and you can at least hear that part of it, and I'll try to increase my play-by-play to make up for the lack of picture. Give me 1 second as I make one more minor adjustment. As Kathy sends it in. And that's going to be about as good as I can make it, I believe, as the shot's deflected off to the left. All right, I'll get involved with the game now and start doing a little bit of play-by-play and stop worrying about trying to get the video going. As a shot by Johnson is deflected off to the right and back behind the net. Coming up with it is New Hampshire, and Hodgson sends it back in, deflected by Johnson into the goalie, and we'll draw the whistle. Left circle face-off, taking it is Stenholm. Stenholm gets it back into Hodgson. Hodgson puts it back against the board and off to the right side. Laurentis steps up, gets it into the corner, out with it again. Laurentis from his spot at the point. Shot goes over to the left. Hodgson with it, dumps it in off of New Hampshire player and back to the point. Does not get out, and a good play by Wenatchee sends it back into the corner. Coming up, I believe that's Carruthers is behind the net. As Laurentis puts it in. Can't be Carruthers, it must be Stenholm. Kimmerly with the shot blocked by New Hampshire, and they're going to come back the other way. 17:31 left in the first period as New Hampshire sends it around the board into the corner and comes out with it. Good defense by Hodgson, gets it back into behind the net, intercepted by New Hampshire, and they come around the corner on the left slot and lift one up over Wenatchee's goalie. I'm going to try to see who that is. And puts it in to tie this up at 17:14 left in the first period. Hold off just 1 second. Littler with the faceoff. Who's in net for Wenatchee? My old eyes aren't being able to pick that up, and he's got his front to me and I can't see it. As Yates picks it up off the, what should have been a high stick, must have been a New Hampshire player, touches it. Comes out in front underneath the circle. New Hampshire with the puck, sends it across, off the board and back into the other end. Jensen's going to be there to pick it up. Yates with it, dumps it towards Jensen. Jensen with the puck, goes towards Carruthers. Carruthers is going to step up, sends it across the middle. There to pick it up is Littler off right side and back in towards the point. Jensen dumps it back in through the corner, giving chase is Flynn. He gets there on the puck, sends it back to the point. Jensen looks off the defenseman, or excuse me, off the forward with the block on the leg pad, and up to Ball. Ball takes a shot, comes in off to the left. Flynn was there, but he could not get it as it came in behind him, and it didn't get the backdoor shot. Wunschel with a good play on the back check, gets the puck away and going to try to send it, and does to Flynn. Flynn's going to skate it into the neutral zone, puts it off the board and in behind the net of New Hampshire, but they're going to call the icing and we'll go back the other direction. 15:53 left to go in this tie game. Faceoff goes to Wenatchee. Now New Hampshire with the puck. They extend it back out towards the point. Good play there by Johnson. Puts it back into the New Hampshire end. New Hampshire still with the puck. They're going to have to pass D to D. As Johnson's wreaking havoc in there on the forecheck, and he comes in and gets another player. Ball with the puck. New Hampshire takes it from him. Sends it down towards the Wenatchee end. Lewis is there. Lewis is our goaltender today and gives it to Wunschel. Wunschel behind the net in a battle. Is able to get it out towards Cathy, and Cathy sends it to Johnson. Johnson puts towards Ball, and Ball can't hold on to it, and New Hampshire's going to come the other direction. Top of the circle for New Hampshire. Shot taken. Lewis puts it right into his chest protector for the whistle, and we'll have a face-off in the Wenatchee end. Schuckman with the face-off goes to Wenatchee. That'll be Hodgson. Hodgson gets it towards Basanta. Basanta gets it into the neutral zone. New Hampshire takes possession and sends it back into the Wenatchee end. Hodgson's going to go back in behind the net to pick it up. Kimmerly now up against the board. Sends it out, but New Hampshire is going to take control. Laurentis is on his horse, gets to the puck, sends it out into the neutral zone, and is picked up by Basanta. Kimmerly sends it in deep, and New Hampshire takes control. Hodgson gives chase, but New Hampshire sent it in from behind the red line. We'll have an icing, and we'll go to the other end for the face-off. 14:21 left to go in this first half. 1-1 is the score between the Wenatchee Wilderness and the New Hampshire Avalanche. Littler will come in to take this draw. He'll have Yates and Flynn as the forwards. Jensen and Carruthers will be on defense. Littler will come up with the puck, sends it in towards the net, comes in off the goalie. Flynn tries to get a shot in, can't, but takes the deflection and it comes out. Now New Hampshire with a 3-on-1 as they come forward. Shots taken and it puts in. From the right circle at the face-off, New Hampshire comes in with the 3-on-1 and lifts the puck in just under the crossbar above Lewis's glove to make this a 2-1 game with 14:04 left in the first period. Ball comes in to take the face-off after the goal. Comes out and is taken by Wenatchee. That'll be Johnson, sends it up towards Ball. Ball takes over on the right side, sends it across off the skate of a New Hampshire player and back in behind the net. Ball's there. He picks up the puck. He's got Johnson. sends it back into the point. Wells is going to take control. Shot comes in, deflected off a New Hampshire player and back into the neutral zone. Wells there gets it back into the neutral zone. Johnson picks it up, sends it on a pass just outside the reach of Cathy, and New Hampshire's going to send it the other way. New Hampshire now top of the circle, makes a move out in front. Good stick check there by Wells, sends it off to the left, but New Hampshire remains in control. Back into the corner, now inside the blue line, deflected just barely to the left post and out. Big hit there by Johnson as another New Hampshire player goes down on the ice. New Hampshire remains in control. Shot goes way up over the goal and back into the right side. Behind the net now, Wells is going to take it, sends it towards Johnson. Johnson's going to push it up towards Ball. Ball gets it in the neutral zone. New Hampshire takes the puck back. Good pressure by Wenatchee, but they're going to go in for the change. New Hampshire with the puck from the shot taken from top of the circle is wide right, but kept in. Battle on the board. Shot taken up over the net by New Hampshire, controlled by Wenatchee. Dumped into the neutral zone. Stenholm now comes to it. Puck's in the corner. He's pulled down, and New Hampshire's going to come up with the puck. Skates in front of the net. Into the neutral zone, makes a move, and New Hampshire's back in the Wenatchee end. Shots deflected off to the left and back into the corner. Kept in by New Hampshire, but Laurentis is able to poke it into the neutral zone. Laurentis with the puck, sends it over towards Wunschel. Wunschel looking for Schuckman. It's touched, I thought, but no, the referee says it was not. It'll go all the way to the other end and we'll have an icing. Carruthers takes the face off, sends it over towards Flynn. Flynn's going to skate it himself. Sends it up through the neutral zone to Yates. Yates dumps it towards Flynn. Flynn takes a shot just left of the post on a good play by Yates and Flynn. Yates now trying to get to it, goes by him behind the net, now into the corner. New Hampshire has control. Good play by Flynn to get to the board and close it off. Comes back to Jensen. Jensen with the slap shot, sends it wide right and off the board. Littler sends it behind the net. Yates touches it but can't get control, and New Hampshire is going to send it in the corner. Yates again with the puck. Yates' stick is being held, no call on it as Carruthers comes in, takes a shot, deflected off to the left. Flynn now with the puck, sends it to the corner. Jensen sends it across to Carruthers. Carruthers over to Littler, and Littler gets knocked off the puck, no call. Excuse me, that was Yates. I thought it was Littler. As Yates takes a shot from behind, goes down on the ice, finally gets the whistle. No penalty on the play as we're just waiting as Yates steps up, and we'll just have a face-off. A lot of complaints here from the Wenatchee end as Yates took a shot directly in the numbers from behind. And there's no call. Coach McKelvey wants to talk to the referees. They've come to the bench to discuss the no call on the hit on Yates. Ball steps in to take the face-off after the hit on Yates, and it comes back to the New Hampshire end. New Hampshire puts it off the board behind the net and sends it into the neutral zone. Wells is there, puts a stick on it. And it's picked up by Johnson. Johnson switches it over towards the board, gets it in the neutral zone. And New Hampshire comes the other way. Hodgson now sends it towards Ball. Ball can't get control. Puck goes back to New Hampshire. They're going to retreat and come into their end. Long pass goes. No one touches it as it bounces through the middle and over about 3 different sticks. And we'll go to the other end on the icing. Stenholm now with the face-off, goes back to New Hampshire. New Hampshire trying to get it out of their zone and are able to. Skating through the neutral zone, come up, past the blue line, shot taken, deflected off to the left by Lewis. Into the corner, now in front of the net. Kept in by New Hampshire, but deflected by Schuckman into the Wenatchee bench. Face-off taken by New Hampshire, sent off into the corner. Now there's a battle with New Hampshire with the puck behind the net. Comes back to the left corner. Drops it in. And again, we're in a battle in the corner. Wenatchee's going to come up with it as Stenholm's able to get it on the puck. Wunschel's on his chasing it. Comes up. Now we're going to come out the zone, and that's Brooks sending up towards Kimberly. New Hampshire with the puck, take it into Wenatchee's end on the right side, top of the circle, send it in towards the corner. Going to be picked up by Wunschel. Wunschel sends it across towards Jensen, and now up to Yates. Excuse me, that's Carruthers, not Wunschel. Yates with the puck, pressure by New Hampshire. He skates back and is able to get it into the New Hampshire end, goes straight to the goalie, and he's just going to hold on to it and draw the whistle. New Hampshire with the puck on the face-off, goes back in the neutral zone. Carruthers on defense, top of the circle, goes towards the middle. Yates is going to pick it up, sends it back to Carruthers. Carruthers gives it to Yates. Now out to Littler. Littler's going to skate up and take it into the zone. Tries to drop it back towards Yates, is unable to make it. New Hampshire's going to go the other way. Big hit there right at the top of the circle by Flynn. And he's going to draw the penalty. So Kyle Flynn's going to take the penalty. 2 minutes for charging, I think is what the call is. And Wenatchee will be on the one-man disadvantage as ball comes in to take the face-off. New Hampshire's able to keep the puck at the point, but Wenatchee's going to take it and send it towards the other end. Ball and Kathy are there to take it. Kathy's going to get to it. Back in the corner, it's pinned up. Sent in behind the net. New Hampshire's going to have control. New Hampshire gets it into the Wenatchee end. Top of the circle, comes across right at the face-offs. Sent across the middle, and a good play there by Wells. Takes the puck away from the pass across the middle. New Hampshire now with the puck still. At the circle, sends it across, deflected up and behind the net. And Hodgson sends it off the board. Kathy puts it all the way to the other end. And we get a whistle. For I am not sure what that whistle was for. As we go back to the Wenatchee end for a face-off. New Hampshire comes up with the puck after the draw. Comes into the corner, looking back behind the net. Now out to the point. Send it all to the other end and top of the circle. Good pressure there by Johnson. Just inside the point. Johnson again with the pressure. Now we're at the circle. Shot taken, deflected by Lewis. Up and into the right corner. Now we're at the point. Come again to the top of the circle. Step back. And just in front of the net. Now to the circle. One-timer and deflected by Lewis over into the right again. Puck comes out to the point, shots taken and put into the glove of Lewis, and we'll get the whistle. 6:24 left in the first half. With 23 seconds left in the penalty for Wenatchee. Two to 1 is the score in favor of the Avalanche over the Wenatchee Wilderness. As the puck comes out back behind the Wenatchee net, there to get it are the New Hampshire Avalanche, but good play there by, let me see, that'd be by Laurentis, is able to move it out from the zone, but taken again by New Hampshire. Shot from the top of the circle is deflected by Wunschel, and it goes the other end. That should expire the penalty. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Flynn comes out and he's going to get into the game. New Hampshire's trying to get it through, able to take a man right in front of the blue line, and there he carries it in. And now we're going to get, Flynn's going to go straight back into the box as he's going to draw the trip in the right corner. So Flynn comes out for about 20 seconds, and he's going to go right back in for his second penalty of the game. And Wenatchee's back on the penalty kill once again. Kyle, you were looking to take a break? You're looking to take a 4-minute break?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry, I had to have a little bit of words with Kyle as he says we were talking about him taking a break. He says he's going to take 4 minutes. So Johnson gets the puck off the faceoff as they send it back down to the New Hampshire end. And we're going to have a battle behind the net. Johnson's playing great on these penalty kills as he's able to distract the New Hampshire team and to take time off that clock. Back in the corner, New Hampshire is now behind the net, trying to find somebody to pass to, leaves it there. Good play by Brooks, is disrupting that play behind the net. And out with it's going to come Littler as he gets through the referee and dumps it into the left corner. Wells is there. Can't get it out of the zone. This is picked up by New Hampshire at the blue line. Again, now we have Brooks. He can't get it out of the zone. Johnson over to put the defense on. And we're going to get another whistle. And looks like New Hampshire is going to take a penalty on a slash in front of the net. So New Hampshire's now going to be with a penalty. 1:04 left in Wenatchee's at 4:50 left in the first half, and we'll be 4-on-4. Face-off goes back towards Wenatchee end. Hodgson's there to pick it up. Goes behind the net, comes out to Cathy. Cathy's pushed us up towards Ball. Ball can't get to it before New Hampshire, but it gets pushed back to Laurentis. Laurentis sends it back to Hodgson, and back to Laurentis on the other side. Touched by Cathy and then sent in the neutral zone where New Hampshire's going to take control. Laurentis with the puck. Held in on the point by New Hampshire, deflected off the glove of Lewis and into the right side. Laurentis now behind the net. Steps up, gives it to Kathy. Kathy's going to skate to the neutral zone, touched by Ball. Ball's going to carry it in, and now Kathy has it. 15 seconds left in Wenatchee's penalty, as New Hampshire's going to go the other way. Shot taken right into the midsection of Lewis, and he's going to cover. 6 seconds left in the penalty for Wenatchee. 1:02 left in the New Hampshire. Face-off goes to New Hampshire. They step back, dump it in deep. Littler now with the puck. He skates himself, looks for, trying to find an opening. He's going to take it through center ice and wrap it around the board. There to grab it is Shuckman. Now Wenatchee is on the power play for 45 seconds as Flynn comes back into the game. Up on the board is the battle. Out with it comes Flynn. Sends it over to the other side. Now back to Flynn and to Jensen. Jensen just inside the blue line, goes the other way. Steps up is Yates. He finds Flynn. Flynn puts it off the bar and behind the net. Now into the neutral zone come New Hampshire. Shot taken into the glove of Lewis and pushed back out. Yates is going to go the other direction. Dropped off to Littler. Littler gets back to Yates. Yates comes across and Jensen can't handle it on the blue line, and we're going to go back and have to reset. Jensen skates it forward, takes it himself, gives it to Flynn. Flynn steps up, over across towards Hodgson. Hodgson makes a move and has it poked away by New Hampshire. Yates keeps it in. And the puck goes bouncing out towards Jensen. Oh, and then a pass is intercepted and a shot taken. Lewis has to make a play and sends it off into the left corner. Basanta with it, top of the circle, shot taken, and it goes in! As the shot from Basanta at the top of the circle goes off the skate of the defenseman covering him and just deflects it enough that the goalie can't grab hold of it, and it catches the post and goes into the goal to make this 2-2 with 2:23 left in the first. So Basanta's shot is off the skate of the New Hampshire defenseman, and it just moves it enough to take it inside the left post to score that goal at 2:23. His face-off after the goal goes for Wenatchee as Basanta takes it into the New Hampshire end. New Hampshire with the puck, take it off the glass, put it into the left corner. Carries it into the neutral zone. Carruthers with the defense. Puck goes in off the board and into the right corner. New Hampshire's going to take possession. Good stick check there by Stenholm, and New Hampshire has to retreat into the neutral zone. Wenatchee's going to use this to get a change in, and the puck goes in off of New Hampshire and back into the corner where Wells sends it out towards Stenholm. Kimberly with the puck. Gets back into the corner, now controlled by New Hampshire in front of their net. Sends it over to the left side, and they're going to skate it up. Puck goes out into the neutral zone, then back into Wenatchee's end. Wunschel gets it, sends it towards Kathy. And it's taken by New Hampshire in front of the net. Backhand blocked by Lewis and sent to the left side. Wunschel with the defense. Out with it's going to come Brooks, and he sends it in deep towards the goalie of New Hampshire. Hampshire goalie's going to have to cover as as ball comes in. And with 37.5 seconds left in the first half, we'll have a whistle and a face-off in the New Hampshire end. Littler's going to come in to take it. And if you can still hear anything, I'm probably going to try to switch back to the public Wi-Fi here as Carruthers sends the puck in behind the net. New Hampshire's got it there. Good play by Flynn. Gets it back towards Jensen. Jensen at the blue line. Sends it in deep. Yates now with a bad hop off the corner. Can't control the puck, but Flynn comes in to help out. Now again in the corner. Yates is there. Taken by New Hampshire and behind the net. Flynn in a battle. Out with it comes New Hampshire. 8 seconds left in the first half. Comes across the middle. No one's there for Wenatchee. 2 seconds left, and that's your half. So with 1 half played, we will go into the locker room for the Zamboni to come out, and we're going to have a 2-2 game to start the second half. Going to take just a second to do some corrections and see if I can get a better feed. I do not believe I'll be able to, but we will upload this later. Hopefully you can hear the video. Start of the second half as Yates takes the face off. It goes back to the Wenatchee end. There to pick it up was Jensen, and there's a battle behind the net. Out with it's going to come. Wenatchee as Flynn sends it over towards Yates. Taken off the pass by New Hampshire, but picked up quickly by Littler. Offsides. As Littler had, I believe it was Yates offsides, was waiting to hit him back, tries to dump it in deep, and with the backhand sends it up and out of play, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off to start the next series of plays. 24-27 left in the second half. 2-2 is the score as ball steps in to take the face-off. Comes back out to New Hampshire. They go D to D, and they're going to move it up into the neutral zone. Up against the board with the hit. Shot taken from just inside the blue line, covered by Lewis, and we draw the whistle. Line changes by both teams. Excuse me as I'm making some changes here on my platform so I don't fall off of it. Face off now. Again is ball. Ball takes it, puts it back in the corner. Hodson's there to pick it up, sends it back over to the other end. Kathy trying to get it out and does. Gets it back to ball. Ball takes it in the neutral zone where it's sent in deep on the deflection. No icing is the call as it was a deflection. And ball is back into the corner for a battle. Out with it's going to come New Hampshire. They take it back in towards the corner, back up off the board, goes to the other end. New Hampshire is going to send it back in towards the circle, and Johnson's going to put it behind the net. Kathy with the pressure off the foot of a New Hampshire player and into the neutral zone. Ball's going to come up, grab it, gets it towards Johnson. Johnson puts it in. Now they have an opportunity. Johnson from the circle, passes it across. Great pass by Johnson. Kathy just could not get a stick on it as they had the open net. Shot comes back in from Wenatchee, wraps around and goes all the way into the neutral zone. Laurentis is there to pick it up. He takes it back in and dumps it behind the net. New Hampshire sends it all the way back into the Wenatchee end for the icing, and we'll come back and have a face-off in the New Hampshire end. 23:01 left to go in the second half. Score is 2-2 between the Wenatchee Wilderness and the New Hampshire Avalanche. Stenholm's going to take this face-off. He steps into the circle, comes out, won by New Hampshire, but taken quickly by Wenatchee, but they give it back up to New Hampshire. Wunschel's going to get it back in towards the corner, take it behind the net, stops, looks, comes out towards Basanta. Basanta gives it up. Schuckman now has it, tries to take the shot, and it's blocked. Stenholm with the puck. Good move, but he's put down on the ice. Coming out is Basanta. He wraps it around, deflected behind the net by the goalie from New Hampshire, and the pass is lifted up into the netting behind the goal, and we'll have a face-off in the New Hampshire end. 22:28 left to go in the second half. 2-2 is the score. And Littler comes into the circle to take this face-off, comes out, controlled by Wenatchee into the corner, back behind the net. Carruthers is going to have it. He sends it out into the neutral zone, picked up by New Hampshire. New Hampshire with the dump back deep into Wenatchee's end, gathered in by Lewis. He gives it up to Carruthers and taken by Littler. Littler puts a pass off of New Hampshire player. Board battle comes up with Flynn taking control. Flynn skates forward, now into the New Hampshire end. He takes a look from the top of the circle, gives it back to Carruthers, or excuse me, Jensen. Jensen gives towards Carruthers, who backhands it in behind the net. Littler with the puck, sends a good pass up front towards Yates. Can't make the connection. Now Littler, top of the circle, shot, and just off the post and to the right. Good shot by Littler, just about an inch off. Now as Jensen gets it, top of the circle, he skates in, dumps it into the corner, taken by New Hampshire, and back into the neutral zone. Flynn with it. He's going to put Wenatchee back on the offense as he sends to Carruthers, who puts it towards the goalie, who's going to cover. Wenatchee's going to get a line change here with 21:15 left to go in the second half. 2-2 is the score. Ball with the face-off after the cover by New Hampshire goalie, and New Hampshire is going to come up with it, the puck after the face-off. Sent all the way across, now into the neutral zone, touched by New Hampshire at mid-ice and back into the corner. Out with it's going to come. New Hampshire, they send it out in front, and the pass is stolen by Cathy. Now ball with the puck, he's skating in himself into the New Hampshire end, and they're going to get called for the offsides. 20:50 left to go, second half. Neutral zone face-off. Ball's going to take it. He steps in. He's ready. Comes back towards New Hampshire. New Hampshire skates into their end. Now into the neutral zone. Good move by New Hampshire. Now in the slot. Shot taken off wide right. Tipped over towards the slot to corner by Lewis, and now picked up by Cathy. Ball with the puck. Sends it towards Cathy. Can't make the connection, but we're into the New Hampshire end. New Hampshire takes it behind the net. Bound off the board. Picked up by Ball. Ball sends it back the other way. And now comes out towards the point. Hodgson with the puck. Takes the shot behind the net. Comes out. New Hampshire's going to go the other direction. Wells on his horse, goes back in behind the net. In a battle up on the board. Out, puck comes out, and Wells is going to have it. Wells sends it to Johnson. Johnson over towards Stenholm. Stenholm's going to carry it across mid-ice and into the New Hampshire end. And Stenholm's going to draw the penalty on the trip as he crosses into the New Hampshire end. Wenatchee will now be on the power play with 19:48 left to go in the second half. Power play team for Wenatchee comes in. That'll be Littler, Yates, and Flynn, along with Jensen and Schuckman. Puck comes down, comes to the top of the circle. Flynn steps up. Passes across to Yates. Yates sends it in towards the middle, and out with it comes New Hampshire. New Hampshire skates it by. Oh, a good steal by Jensen as they tried to just soft toss one past him. And now Littler has the puck in the neutral zone. Littler's going to skate forward, makes a move into the zone. Tipped up by New Hampshire, grabbed by Littler. Littler sends it towards Flynn. Flynn puts it right back in towards the circle, and New Hampshire's able to get it into the neutral zone. Jensen with the puck, skates it in. Battle up on the board. Out with it's going to come. Wenatchee in the neutral zone, but then taken by New Hampshire into the Wenatchee end. They'll have offsides on the whistle. 19:02 left to play second half. 1:19 left in the Wenatchee power play. Neutral zone face-off. Ball is in there. Out with it comes Wenatchee. Then taken by New Hampshire. New Hampshire sends it in deep to the Wenatchee area. No icing on the call. Wells has it behind the net, makes a move, comes out, skates it into the neutral zone, looking now, and he skates it into the New Hampshire end, drops it towards ball in the circle, turns around, and sends it behind the net. There to pick it up is Johnson. He gives it back to Wells. Wells is going to skate towards the circle. Drops it into the corner, now back to Wells. Carruthers with it just inside the blue line. Back to Wells. Carruthers, shot taken, deflected in front of the net, and gathered in by Wells. Wells turns around, trying to get it into the corner, but can't get it past New Hampshire. But a good play there by Kathy, gets it to Ball. Ball takes a shot, blocked by the goalie from New Hampshire and sent back into the point. Now a good move by New Hampshire, gets it back into the Wenatchee end. 13 seconds left in the penalty as Wells comes up to get the puck, sends it back in behind the net for Carruthers. Wenatchee with the line change, comes out. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Littler tries to get it into the neutral zone, can't. Jensen's going to come up, pick it up, and now Yates has it. Sent towards Flynn, and Flynn stepped in too soon, and he'll have the offsides. Littler now in for the neutral zone faceoff. Puck drops down, comes in towards the board. Back towards Jensen. Jensen sends it back towards Yates. Yates dumps it in. Littler on his chase, comes into the corner and down. Out with it is Littler to Yates, and Yates behind the net. Yates sends it across, can't find Jensen, and Jensen's going to have to retreat back to his end. Lewis sends it back into the corner where it's controlled by New Hampshire, and now Brooks puts a stick on it, and it's a loose puck into the neutral zone controlled by New Hampshire. New Hampshire dumps it in, and Jensen sends it right back, and a one-time shot from outside the blue line goes to Lewis, who deflects it off to the right. New Hampshire's there with Jensen, and New Hampshire comes out with it. Deflected out in front of the net to Yates. Yates gives it to Stenholm. Stenholm crosses the line. Shot taken, put right into the glove of the New Hampshire goalie. And at 16:39, we'll have a face-off in the New Hampshire end. Kathy with the, Stenholm with the face-off, taken by New Hampshire, put into the neutral zone. And we're going to get a penalty as Kimberly was coming across and draws the hook. I believe will be the call. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. And they'll call it a trip as Kimberly goes down on the ice. Looked more like a hook to me. Off the play, and Wenatchee will be back on the power play with 16:27 left in the second half. Puck goes back towards Wenatchee end. Wells is going to chase it. Back behind the net, he skates out. Sends it off to his left, and that'll be Carruthers who's going to take it back into the New Hampshire end. Johnson is there, comes back around, sends it out to the point. Carruthers gives it back to Johnson. Johnson to Carruthers, and a shot taken wide left. Comes out of the net. Johnson's going to step back, gives it towards Kathy. Kathy's going to send it to Wells at the top of the circle, and Wells drops it back in towards the corner, but New Hampshire's going to grab it, send it to the Wenatchee end. Yates with the puck. He skates it in himself, comes around a man, steps in behind the net. Out to Jensen. Jensen gives it back towards Yates. Lorentzis is there. He steps up. Wow. Shot taken, and a great glove as the one-timer by Yates is ripped in there, and the goalie for New Hampshire makes a great save to put his glove on it, And with 50 seconds, I believe, I can't quite see past a post. Wenatchee will still be on the power play. 15-17 left in the second half. Flynn with the puck on the face-off by Littler. He steps out just inside the blue line to Jensen. Now it's with Yates. Yates at the top of the circle, goes back to Jensen. Shot taken wide right. Littler's there. He grabs hold of the puck. Sends it out just inside the blue line to Jensen. Jensen's going to send it across. One time by Flynn is off to the left. Yates with a misplay sends it back down to the Wenatchee end. Flynn's going to have to run down to get it before, if he can get there before New Hampshire, and he does not. Yates with the puck, top of the circle, puts the shot across, comes in behind the net. 5 seconds left in the penalty as Laurentis now has the puck. Sends it across just behind Yates, and now going the other way is New Hampshire, but they're going to draw the icing as the penalty had expired. And we'll go back to the New Hampshire end with 14:21 left in regulation. 2-2 is the score in this contest. Face-off by Stenholm, comes back to the Wenatchee end, dumped in by Hodgson, and then taken by New Hampshire. Kimmerly picks it up in the neutral zone, makes a good move, comes in front of the net, tries to send it to Stenholm, can't make the connection. Laurentis keeps it in for just a second, but then New Hampshire gains control. Puck through the neutral zone, touched by New Hampshire, sent into the Wenatchee end. Back in the corner is Laurentis. He pops it out towards Hodgson. Hodgson's going to skate behind the net and send it out towards Basanta. Taken by New Hampshire, turns into the neutral zone. Good steal there by Basanta, sends it into the New Hampshire end. 13:33 left to play in the second half. Puck's knocked down by New Hampshire, sent forward and dumped back into the New Hampshire end by Hodgson, where it has to be covered by the New Hampshire goalie. 13:22 left in regulation. In to take this face-off is Ball. As he puts it into the corner, Cathy's there, pops it out. Comes the other direction. Cathy sends it in behind the net. Picked up by New Hampshire. Again, back behind the New Hampshire end. Johnson's going to be there. Now Wenatchee with the puck. Sent into the neutral zone, touched by Johnson, given to Ball. Ball on the right side, making a move. Taken by New Hampshire, back behind their net. New Hampshire gets it to the neutral zone. Wenatchee on a good back check, takes control again. Now Johnson with the puck, moves the other direction and takes the shot, which is deflected up behind the net by New Hampshire. New Hampshire now again to the neutral zone, completely missed by their player. And waved off is the icing as Jensen takes the puck. Flynn with it, takes it into the zone, now towards the middle, dumps it back out the neutral zone, and Jensen has to send it back in as Wenatchee gets back onside. 12 minutes to play in regulation as the puck comes out. New Hampshire's going to go to the other end, shot taken, controlled by Lewis, and he draws the whistle. .11:51 to play in the second half as Littler's going to come in to take the face-off. Littler controls it, gives it over to Jensen. Jensen trying to get it out. Carruthers comes into the corner, sends it out towards the middle, and Flynn's going to carry it. Flynn sends it to Yates. Now back in the Wenatchee end. Jensen gives it to Carruthers into the neutral zone. Carruthers with a good block on the board and another one. Keeps it in the zone, and now it's in the New Hampshire end. Kept in by Littler. Littler steps up, moves over and gives it to Flynn. Flynn's going to step up towards the circle. Backhands it in behind the net. There to get a hold of it is Yates. Yates gives it to Littler. Littler with a pass towards Flynn, just out of his reach into the left of the net. Now Hodgson with the shot, controlled by the New Hampshire goalie, and he'll draw the whistle. 10:55 left to play in regulation of this 2-2 contest. Face-off by Shuckman's taken by New Hampshire. They send it across right to Wells. Wells is going to go the other way. Wells carries it forward up into the circle. Now behind the net. Still has the puck. Looking for a man. Turns around. Tries to send it out in front. Shuckman's there. He now has the puck. Comes out to Kimmerly. Kimmerly with the shot deflected off the leg pads of the New Hampshire player. And now New Hampshire have the puck. They take it to the neutral zone. Back up off the board. Trying to get onside, have not done it yet. And Wenatchee's going to take control as Basanta sends it to the New Hampshire end and then back into the neutral zone. Wells dumps it in deep. Now it's behind the net. Back around on the boards, picked up by Wunschel. Wunschel sends it in deep to the New Hampshire end, and it's in the corner. New Hampshire takes control. Good play there by Basanta. He takes the puck back, puts it off the board. And Wunschel sends it in deep. Again on the New Hampshire end, controlled by New Hampshire and taken up off the board and into the netting by the Avalanche. 9:36 left to play, second half. Ball in for the face-off. Comes back out towards New Hampshire. New Hampshire sends it behind their own net. Comes into the neutral zone. There, a good play by Wunschel, but picked up by New Hampshire. Shot taken off the stick of Lewis and back up onto the board. New Hampshire comes out with it just in front of the blue line. Shot blocked by Cathy, and I think he took one in the area no one wants to take a shot to. As he goes off to the net, he sends the puck all the way down to the other end for the icing, and he's going to go into the bench and maybe find some ice to stop the swelling. Littler with the face-off. Comes back out towards Wenatchee. Jensen sends it in towards Carruthers, but it's taken by New Hampshire. Shot deflected off Littler's shin pad, and out with it comes Wenatchee as Carruthers going to carry it into the neutral zone. Yates with it, dumps it off the board, but picked right up by New Hampshire. Good play there by Jensen at the line. Excuse me, that's Carruthers. And it's Wenatchee's able to take control. And for a second, but now New Hampshire's going to send it into the Wenatchee end. Puck dropped by Wenatchee, inside, comes over to the point, other point. Good play there by Johnson, I believe. No, that's Flynn. as it goes the other way. Jensen with the puck, good the move, goes back into the corner, sends it out towards the front. Nice play there as Littler tries to put it in, stopped by the goalie. New Hampshire's going to come the other direction. Shot taken, controlled by Lewis, and we'll draw the whistle. 8:05 left to play in regulation of this 2-2 game. Stenholm's going to take this face-off, goes back towards the New Hampshire end. Hodgson in a battle in the corner, out with it comes Wenatchee. Stenholm's going to send it towards Kimmerly. Kimmerly back towards Stenholm. And we're going to get an offsides call against Wenatchee with 7:47 left to play. Stenholm again in for the face-off. He drops it into the New Hampshire end. New Hampshire's going to take control into the neutral zone. They skate it in, drops it back towards the point. Out with it's going to come Wenatchee, and that'll be Schuckman. Poke check by New Hampshire, drops it back into the neutral zone, but Kimberly's able to put it behind the net. New Hampshire coming the other way. Shot taken off the blocker of Lewis and sent to the left. Wells sends it across behind Schuckman, taken by New Hampshire, and they've got an opportunity here, but a good play by Hodgson disrupts that chance. Sent towards the middle. Holmes picks it up, drops it towards Stenholm. Stenholm's going to skate past mid-ice and makes the move. Shot taken high and into the glove of the New Hampshire goalie. 6:53 left to play. Johnson with the face-off, comes back to Laurentis. Laurentis dumps it in deep. Johnson again makes a move towards the front, picked up by New Hampshire, sent into the neutral zone where it's grabbed by Cathy. Now ball with an opportunity, makes a move, shot taken off the blocker, and Johnson has a shot, can't get it in. Two good plays by the New Hampshire goalie, and New Hampshire takes it in off the mesh netting, and we draw another whistle. 6:15 left to play in regulation. Littler in to take the draw. Comes back towards New Hampshire. New Hampshire puts it off the boards. Picked up there by Carruthers. Carruthers takes the shot. Goes right into the midsection of the New Hampshire goalie and draws the whistle. 6:07 left to play. Littler's face-off goes to Flynn, who sends a shot in behind the net. Jensen steps up to keep it in the zone and sends it across towards Flynn, back into the corner. And it comes into the neutral zone. Jensen gets it towards Littler. Littler drops it towards Flynn. And behind the net of Wenatchee it goes. Jensen with the puck. And still in Wenatchee's end. Now Jensen with it. Gives it up into the neutral zone. New Hampshire's going to go the other direction, and they're going to draw the offsides. 5:18 left to play in regulation. Stenholm steps into the circle. Drops down the puck. New Hampshire has it. They're going to send it in deep. Puck's knocked into the neutral zone. Sit right in and controlled by Lewis. And they're going to call that one an intentional offsides on the shot. And it's going to go back all the way to the other end. Johnson steps in. He's going to take this face off. Cathy and Ball with him. Puck goes back towards New Hampshire. Touches it, brings it in the neutral zone, and dumps it in deep. Hodgson on the defense, goes into the corner. Dumped in by New Hampshire. And Cathy's going to go the other way. Off of Hodgson's skates, he dumps it into the neutral zone, taken by New Hampshire, and Hodgson will get it again. This time he sends it over towards Wells. Wells steps up. Johnson with a good pass over towards Cathy, deflected off to the left by the New Hampshire goalie. 4:03 left to play in regulation. New Hampshire sends it towards the other end, stopped by Carruthers. Carruthers brings it into the New Hampshire end, out in front of the net. Flynn's going to get it on the opposite corner and send it back towards Jensen on the point. Jensen with the shot deflected in just to the left of the net, where it's going to be picked up by Yates. Yates sends it over towards Flynn. Flynn's going to take it off the board. Steps up, shot deflected behind the net. Out with it's going to come Flynn. Flynn comes out. Puck goes out to Carruthers. Carruthers sends it to Jensen. Jensen dumps it in. Jensen with the shot, deflected towards Yates, and knocked into the neutral zone by New Hampshire. Carruthers carries it in according to the referees. We'll get the offsides with 2:58 left in regulation. 2-2 is the score in this contest. Stenholm will be in to take this face off. Comes out towards New Hampshire. Off the board. And into the Wenatchee end, where Schuckman separates the man from the puck and gives it up to Laurentis, who gives it to Wunschel. Back towards Laurentis in the corner. Shot taken wide right and knocked in behind the net. Wunschel with the puck. Gives it to Basanta. Basanta tries to send it towards Stenholm, and New Hampshire sends it back into neutral ice. Right underneath me, puck comes out. It's going to come up to Stenholm. Stenholm's going to retreat with it and comes back the other direction. Puck goes towards Schuckman. Schuckman touches it and gets it into the zone. Taken by Schuckman again after it comes off a New Hampshire player and back into the corner. Behind the net goes New Hampshire. 2 minutes left in the contest as it moves forward across into the Wenatchee end. Knocked out by Wenatchee, but controlled by New Hampshire at the circle. And now into the corner it goes. Wenatchee's going to grab it. That's Stenholm. He's going to take it across mid-ice and into the New Hampshire end. Wells is giving chase. He comes up with it as Wenatchee gets a change. 1:30 left in this regulation game. As Cathy sends it in deep. Ball's going to come pick it up, take it behind the net. Still has it. Now he gives it up to Kathy. Johnson's going to go towards it, gets it in the back of the net. And Brooks is not able to control it, goes in the neutral zone. 1:05 left to play in regulation. Puck gets in deep, grabbed by New Hampshire. He's going to hold on for the whistle with 1:01 left to play. Puck comes out, goes to Littler. Littler's going to step around. Comes out to Jensen. Jensen stops up, takes a shot, deflected off to the right. Yates picks it up, takes a look, sends it out towards Jensen. He's able to keep it in, dumps it into Flynn. Flynn goes back into the corner. Littler's going to have it. Deflected over towards New Hampshire. Now they're on the rush. Good back check by Flynn, takes the man off the play. Another back check by Littler, also good defense. Now we're behind the puck, behind the net. That's Jensen. Jensen steps up, sends a long pass towards Flynn, who can't make contact, and we'll have an icing with 22.5 seconds left to go in regulation play. And New Hampshire's going to call for the timeout with 22 seconds left, see if they can come up with a play before we go into overtime. And after the timeout, we're now back in for the face-off in the Wenatchee end on the left circle. 22.5 seconds left to play in regulation of this 2-2 game, as Cade Littler comes in to take the face-off and comes out to New Hampshire. Shot taken off of Yates' skates, comes back to Wenatchee, but now Yates has the puck. Yates sends it over to Flynn. Flynn crosses in, sends it up to Littler. Littler with the shot, and he puts it in! 10.4 seconds left as Yates grabs the puck, sends it to Flynn. Flynn crosses the line, drops it to Littler, and Littler puts it in just off the post on the left side and scores the goal. 3-2 is now your score in favor of your Wenatchee Wilderness. Puck comes up, taken by New Hampshire. They get it into the Wenatchee end. Dropped close towards the net. Down on it was Wunschel, and back in the corner. And that's your game, as Wenatchee scores a goal with 10 seconds left to take the lead. 3-2 over the New Hampshire Avalanche. Very good play by Yates, Flynn, and Littler to score that goal, as the team celebrates over on the Wenatchee end and then moves to take the handshakes at center ice. We've got about an hour before we will head to the other rink here in the Boston area for the the Wolves to play their second game of the day, and then immediately after that we'll have the Wilderness' second game of the day. So we're going to cut this one short. I'm going to hit pause. I will know that it's not live, but I will get it uploaded as soon as I can. and you can't hear any of that, so it probably makes no difference to you, as you'll be watching this on an upload if you watch it at all. So we'll be back in about an hour for another game from the Wenatchee development teams here in Hingham, Massachusetts. Congratulations to the Wilderness on a great finish to this game versus the New Hampshire Avalanche.